BSG Online 8. I am here with TempestMask, who's about to run some curse crackers for us all. So whenever you're ready, crack those curses.
You betcha. Hello, friends and fellow gamers. It's good to be back here for BSG Online. It's been a while. I just wanted to say, first and foremost, it's been a pleasure getting to meet a lot of you very recently, last month in February. It's been nothing but a pleasure finally getting to meet my BSG friends in person for the very first time. So I feel that's going to make this run extra special for you today, and it's actually going to be one of two. So I'm going to be presenting a game that came out last year at the end of August called Curse Crackers for Whom the Bell Tolls, or Toils rather, and this was developed by a wonderful dev team called Killerchair. I was planning on having one of the members join me, but they are a little busy because some of them are actually at PAX East right now, so I do want to give a very quick shout out to them. At the moment, this is a PC exclusive, but it is a very much Game Boy Color inspired game and a super fun platformer, and I hope you all give it a chance. This is also got a demo too. I'm going to be joined, by the way, by Ludon, who was the very runner that introduced me to this game, so to speak, and was the one that I essentially studied from in order to learn myself. So thank you for being here.
Yes, hello, I'm also here, and that's not great to hear that I'm the person whose run you studied to get it right.
It's a good thing. What are you talking about? But anyway, before we get started, I'm just going to quickly show off my options, because I know we are a little bit behind, and I don't want to keep you all waiting for too long, but there is no outright text skipping, so instead I've had the text speed set to max. I got the run lead a little bit up, and then I do have this little timer on, which is actually a more recent option, and it's something you don't really need to have, but yeah. This actual page of the options menu is very recent. This game gets a lot of updates. Alright. Let's get this thing started then, shall we? Alright. Beginning the timer, it will start when I select my file, so I'm first going to start by deleting this save. And I'm just going to quickly recheck everything. Looking good to go. Zelda, you ready?
Oh, you're the one counting down.
I know that much. Alright, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! Alright, so Dawn, take it away.
Take it away? What am I taking? Yeah, you skipped the opening cutscene, so good luck knowing what's happening anyway.
Alright. So, any percent is a little something special. I'm going to enter what's called the cactus room right here, and I'm going to do a quick little code. I'm going to have my commentator explain what it is.
Yeah, basically this room is a room that you unlock after completing the core story, and you can input all these different things, which are like letters of the fictional language that they have here, and it's like the cheat room in Banjo-Kazooie. It's a cheat room where you can unlock all sorts of things, and these two particular codes that he's entering in are one to unlock all of the levels, so you don't have to play through them sequentially. And the other one is to unlock a artifact that lets you double jump, which is super helpful in this run.
And with that, we now open with the actual platforming. So here we go.
Yeah.
So,
and we skip level 1 because it has a little cutscene at the start, so we don't bother with that one.
Yeah, that wastes a lot of time. So the aim of the game here is I'm going to be doing a lot of acrobatics because Belle here is a former circus performer, and essentially Colorgrave implements that into her full-on movement. There's a bit of a trick in this all, though, because health is something I gotta manage very carefully. See, there are no health refills unless I hit a checkpoint, so it's with that in mind that any hit I could take that could get a little dangerous, because what happens if I die, of course, is I just return to a checkpoint, and things can be a little bit slippery, but any percent is also a very, very fun category in that I don't actually have to hit level goals. Instead, all I need to really do is just go from level to level and collect these roses, which, Dawn, could you explain those?
Yeah, basically, when we get to a certain point in the story, you'll meet an NPC who says, oh, you need 30 of these collectibles. And so we obviously just get 30 before we get there. And you need that many to, like, continue the story. That's pretty much it. That's how it is. If we're talking about lore, we don't really know what the roses are for, but...
Yeah, true. That's actually the fun thing about this game. There are a few dialogue interactions that do change depending on if you've done certain things within the game, because despite how fast this can go, especially with any percent, there is a lot that Colorgrave put into the 100% of this game. Like, it's...
Oh, absolutely.
It's practically...
Did you just get stuck?
I just got stuck.
You fool.
I just got stuck. That's never happened before.
Yeah, quickly exit to menu and go back in again.
Oh no, that stopped my timer. I guess I'm not using...
Oh, no.
I'm not using live split for this proceeding.
That's fine. It's just you that doesn't know. We all can see the
Yeah.
the other timer.
I swear, every weird thing happens to me and only me. It's guaranteed.
What
Oh,
are you
well.
doing exposing bugs like this? How dare you?
Well, that's good, because then I get to report it to Colorgrave.
No, they already know about the
Oh no.
stuck on the map thing. It's just, you know, they're at PAX, so they can't really do anything about it at the moment.
No, that's fair. Alright, but yeah, so basically I have a basic set of notes, and it tells me what roses I need. There are going to be certain cases where I don't need to collect all 3 of them, just a certain amount, but the way that Colorgrave laid things out is that they progress very naturally when you're going the main route of the stage. You're hardly going to miss any of them, so we take that into account, but we also go for the ones that are essentially the fastest to possibly get. Now, if I do accidentally miss one, because it is very likely for me to happen, it's certainly happened with any percent enough times around, I'm just going to go for like a backup one, and that's just the basic gist of that. But in terms of the overall movement, you're seeing me do different stuff. First and foremost, Belle actually has 2 walking speeds. First is actual walking, and then there's running, which I'm holding the trigger buttons, or at least one of the trigger buttons, in order to do. Quick tip, don't hold both buttons, otherwise the game will override the current run input, and that's no good.
Oh, I didn't know about that because I always use keyboard.
No, that's fair. I just have a tendency to switch fingers sometimes just because my hands are a little bit like that. I don't know.
Fair enough.
But yeah, in essence, this is a very acrobatic platformer, and one that really lends itself to the movement here. So I'm doing these long jumps, which is basically like slide jumps, but there are also actual slides, which you will see me use at least enough times around, because the interesting thing is that you're seeing me jump on enemies to bust them. Whoa, that was... I'd never seen that happen before. Whoa. That's another never happened before moment. What the heck?
I think you might have slid into a bubble, is it? I don't know. I didn't really notice.
That was actually good, though, because that made it go a lot faster. I approve of this. But yeah, as I was going to say...
Yeah, no, you go ahead.
It's fine. No, it's fine. Basically, you see me jump on enemies to defeat them, but I also have this floating bell buddy called Chime, and I can throw them into enemies to pummel them as well, or whatever the heck. And Chime also allows Belle to do some extra jump heights as well, so knowing how to use Chime can be very important, because one thing to also note is that this game actually does not account for screen limitations. The rooms are very much full-on rooms, and the game won't necessarily despawn anything when you go outside of a certain boundary. This is important because then Chime will still bounce around within a room, and so in order to call them back, you actually have to press Y, or at least in the case of an Xbox controller. I would imagine the equivalent for PlayStation would be, triangle. Yeah, that's it. I know my buttons. But yes. Oh, no!
Oh, no. No, you can't save this.
Yeah, I can't save this so well.
Oh.
Well, that's the first death at least, so hey, I did so good for so long. Alright.
Yeah, an interesting thing about the... Huh?
I'm sorry, was it time for a donation?
I can hand it over to you in a second. What were you going to say though, Dawn?
Oh, I was just going to say an interesting thing about the movement in this game is the game was originally only planned to be 5 levels long.
Really? Wow, I didn't know that.
They found that the movement was so much fun that they were like, okay, we got to make a full game out of this. We can't squander this amazing thing we've made.
That is rad.
As tends to be the case with Colorgrave games, it spiraled into a huge thing. I think you just missed a rose. You just missed a rose, go back.
Oh, whoops. Hang on. I always forget that one, I don't know why. There it is.
I think we can do donation now if you like.
Yes.
Alright, thank you very much. I have 3 heroes. 3 euros. Sorry, I cannot speak today. From Ghost Senpai saying, blue, dabu dee dabu die. And it looks like that went to the blue door choice for the Stanley Parable.
Nice. Thank you very much, Ghost Senpai. Very familiar name. Alright, well, we're already within the 4th world, so that actually means we're very much close to beating the game. There's still quite a bit to do, though. So, there are actually a lot of levels. Particularly, there are bonus levels among the levels. So, oh wait, I should probably get that checkpoint. What the heck?
I was gonna say playing risky, not getting that checkpoint.
I didn't want to play risky. What are you talking about? This is a marathon run. So, like I was gonna say, though, what was it? Yeah, so, yeah, like I said, we only route in certain levels because I forgot I had a point of health. This is going swimmingly. But yeah, as I was...
We only need certain levels because of that level unlock code we did.
Yeah, exactly. There are quite a few other categories, though, where the original any percent didn't originally use the cactus room until we were like, okay, let's see what we can do with this one. And effectively, that category now goes by any percent no cactus, which is pretty fun. Alright.
Yeah, because originally we thought, that'll make it too easy, but it turns out no, it just requires a different kind of route. Exactamundo.
And what can I say? I certainly approve of it. It's probably the easiest to learn, but it's also cool in that you do have to beat, as Dawn said, you have to beat the game once in order to even gain access to the cactus room.
Yeah, but you do only have to do, I think, the core story, like get to the point where we're going to get in the speedrun.
Yeah, basically that. Alright, almost at the final rows. There we go. And now it's boss time. I've actually been skipping boss levels because the thing is, mini-bosses are found within level 3 of each world, and then level 5 has the main bosses. So we're actually going to take on Beekton, who is Bonnie's little skullodactyl thingy, and oh, that was not what I wanted to do. Hang on a second. Well, I guess if there was a time to mess up.
The intended way to defeat this boss is wait until he starts flying at you and then hit him into those spikes 3 times, but you can just smash him down into the pit and kill him in one shot, which is nice.
Alright, here comes Bonnie. So unlike most bosses, she takes 7 hits to defeat. Now, that was a bit of a given. I didn't think I was going to manage with only 2 points of health. But here we go. And yes, you do actually have to talk to her in order to start the fight. Oh, come on. Just a little bit of serious time. Awesome! Let's go! Alright, so this is the point where we suddenly get interrupted by 2 other antagonists of the game. So, the basic lore is that Bonnie here wanted Belle's attention and wanted to have nothing but a friendly little competition. So she stole her date Clyde, and now all of a sudden this Cyclops and Harpy girl that we effectively bumped into through the main course of the story has suddenly kidnapped her and now wants to apparently destroy the world with this gigantic meteorite, and now we're going to put a stop to their shenanigans. Also, there we go. That's a nice little clip.
Oh, you did it.
Yes, that's actually something I do believe I discovered myself. I could have sworn that the top runner of any percent Druid voice might have, but no, I think this is actually something that I might have found first. Normally, what happens is that Belle, when she gets crushed, will insta-die, but in that case, I don't know why, but positioning myself like that actually does work in my favor.
Yeah, you gotta get it just right, because otherwise you will get crushed, which is why I usually don't go for it myself.
It's really fun, though. I absolutely love it. Alright, on to Lear. We could have fought the Cyclops Teedra, but it's actually only story required to fight Lear. And she takes 20 hits from Chime, so
yep.
I think that was 3 so far. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15... 16? There we go. That was actually a good hit there, because that showcased that she is still a little vulnerable before that charge attack. There we go. Yeah, unfortunately, because I'm going so fast, the music is something you won't be hearing a whole lot of, but the good news is that the entire soundtrack is officially uploaded to Colorgrave's YouTube, so definitely check it out. It's absolutely wonderful.
Oh yeah, definitely. John does an insanely good job with the sound.
Very. In fact, we're actually moving on to the final level right now, and you're going to hear the vocal theme going on, so that's going to be especially fun. Now,
Did you notice the media? If not, it's gone now. You missed it.
There it is. Also, Teedra and Lear suddenly did fusion, and now we have to fight them as Leedra. Alright. So, now we actually have Bonnie's Scythe, because normally in the story we would lose Chime. The reason I had Chime was because by not activating level 5-3, the story trigger did not happen, so technically I still had Chime for a moment. But now I'm supposed to have Bonnie's Wicked Scythe, and I'm just going to fight Leedra here. Those fireballs actually do heal me, but also I do want to take a point of damage, because I will deal more damage if I have a single point of health lost for whatever reason. Also,
yeah, they call it frenzy. If you are not at full health, you will deal multiple hits per scythe throw.
That makes sense. So we have the second out of 3 phases, and time will be once I defeat the 3rd phase. So that should be very soon. If we got any announcements, though, let's hear them.
I don't have any new donations right now, unfortunately, but I can read some stuff out. Let's see here. Would you like to go on more on-site speedrunning events? Our brothers in the United Kingdom are hosting Yuki Edgy Creed 2023 in Glasgow. That runs May 20th and 21st. They'll be raising money for Crisis. Submissions are still open until April 22nd.
That was time, by the way.
Yeah, that one. I'm so sorry.
No, you're fast. You're fine. You're fine. Woo! That was fun.
And then Chime eats the meteor. And
yes. The meteor's gone. What is Chime?
Who knows?
And then here's Ren. That's actually a character that I do believe originally appears from the previous game of Colorgrave, Prodigal. So if you want to learn a little bit more about that, definitely look into it. It's actually Zelda Link's Awakening inspired, and I actually do have the game myself, so I'm going to try it very soon. But yeah, this is actually something of a same world sequel to that game. It's really cool. But yeah, that was Curse Crackers. Really, really fantastic game. I love it so much. It's become like one of my favorite recent speed investments, and what can I say? It shows. What was my final time though?
Your final time was 14 minutes and 11 seconds.
My name.
Hold on. I gotta check something there. That actually sounds like, could it be?
Did you PB?
It's a PB! Let's go!
Oh, congratulations!
Yes! Oh man, I saw that I got some gold splits before my live split suddenly reset because of the heckin' what was it? Auto splitter?
You got stuck on the overworld, yeah.
Yeah. I still got a PB. I can't even talk right now. Let's go. Oh, heck yeah. You'll love to see it. Alright, well, big shout-outs to Colorgrave. If you want to learn the speedrun yourself, the official Colorgrave Discord community is more than happy to teach you, as well as keep you up to any other Colorgrave projects in the works. Big shout-out again to the devs, and as I know, some of them are busy right now in PAX East, so thank you so much for making this game. And again, both this and Prodigal have demos, so if you want to try it on Steam, like do a little first-hand test, I highly recommend it. Dawn, where can these wonderful people find you?
Me, they can find me, where am I, do I do things? On YouTube mostly. I make some lore videos on the Colorgrave games recently, if you find that interesting. Under the name Ludorn as well there.
Heck yeah. Thank you so much for joining me, I appreciate this.
It's all good, this flew by, honestly.
Absolutely. Now that said, I'm actually going to be back a little bit later with Mega Man for Game Gear, so if you actually saw me do that on ESA Winter, and you want to see me give the game a little bit of my personal revenge, then stay tuned later. It's going to be a fun time. Other than that, if you can't catch that and you want to follow me right now, I'm TempestMask1000 here on Twitch as well as YouTube, and my Twitter at it's TempestSteve for any updates that I might do, because I'm not a static streamer. I do have life things to take care of, but all the same, thank you all for tuning in, and let's keep raising money for let's keep raising money for a wonderful charity cause. It's always a pleasure to do BSG, and with that said, hope to see you all soon. Ciao, Michi.
Right, thank you very much, and let's keep on raising money indeed. Coming up next, we have Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze, ran by Recall, so don't go anywhere.